Fertilization is the epic story of a single sperm facing incredible odds to unite with an egg and form a new
طيب
human life.
هذا المقطع
It
بيحكي
is
عن
the story
الإلقاح.
of all of us. During sexual intercourse, about 300 million sperm
بداية عن
enter the
الفرجين
vagina.
عدد هائل من النطاف 500
Soon
مليون
afterward, millions of them will either flow out of the vagina
طبعا هاي الرأس
or die in its acidic environment.
عن فرجين إنه في أنواع
However,
ضعيفة
many
هاي مع
survive
الوقت
because of the protective elements provided in the fluid surrounding them.
كل ما
Next,
العدد
the
بقل
sperm
العدد
must
راح
pass through
يوصل
the cervix,
كل ما زادت
an opening
المسافة
into the uterus.
في نطاف ضعيف
Usually,
نطاف
it
شاذ
remains
نطاف
tightly
إلى آخره
closed,
كلياتها
but
هاي
here
الفرق.
the
هون
cervix
في
is
عندي
open for a few days
حاليا
while
بدهم
the woman
يجتازوا عن الرحم
ovulates.
طبعا بيكونوا ضيق
The
لكن خلال
sperm
فترة
swim through the
الإباضة
cervical mucus,
بيصير شو اسمه
which is thinned to a more
بتصير
watery
المادة المحاطية
consistency
فيه
for
بتصير
easier passage.
سائلة تسمح بمرور النطاف.
Once inside the cervix, the sperm continues swimming toward the
بعد ما
uterus,
تمر عبر السيرفكس
though millions will die trying to make it through the
طبعا اللي فوق
mucus.
مثل حتى لو المادة
Some
صارت
sperm
سائلة
remain behind,
رغم هذا
caught in the
بتعرف فيها
folds of the
النطاف.
cervix, but they may later continue the journey as a backup
طيب
to the
النطاف
first
اللي
group.
بتعدي بتكفي على جوف الرحم. طبعا في نطاف
Inside the
بتخلص
uterus,
طاقتها
muscular uterine
فالحالة عم
contractions
بتوقف.
assist the sperm on their journey toward the egg. However, resident cells from the woman's immune system, mistaking the sperm for foreign invaders, destroy thousands more.
طبعا فرجينا شلون في نطاف بتتعب ونطاف بتوقف. فلهيك نحن قلنا إذا الشخص عنده أقل من 20 مليون فهي
Next,
حالة عقم.
half the sperm head for the empty fallopian tube, while the other half swim toward the tube containing the unfertilized egg. Now, only a few thousand remain. Inside the fallopian tube, tiny cilia push the egg toward the uterus. To continue, the sperm must surge against this motion to reach the egg. Some sperm get trapped in the cilia and die. During this part of the journey, chemicals in the reproductive tract cause the membranes covering the heads of the sperm to change. As a result, the sperm become hyperactive, swimming harder and faster toward their destination. At long last, the sperm reach the egg. Only a few dozen of the original 300 million sperm remain. The egg is covered with a layer of cells called the corona radiata. The sperm must push through this layer to reach the outer layer of the egg, the zona pellucida. When sperm reach the zona pellucida, they attach to specialized sperm receptors on the surface, which triggers their acrosomes to release digestive enzymes, enabling the sperm to burrow into the layer. Inside the zona pellucida is a narrow, fluid-filled space just outside the egg cell membrane. The first sperm to make contact will fertilize the egg. After a perilous journey and against incredible odds, a single sperm attaches to the egg cell membrane. Within a few minutes, their outer membranes fuse and the egg pulls the sperm inside. This event causes changes in the egg membrane that prevent other sperm from attaching to it. Next, the egg releases chemicals that push other sperm away from the egg and create an impenetrable fertilization membrane. As the reaction spreads outward, the zona pellucida hardens, trapping any sperm unlucky enough to be caught inside. Outside the egg, sperm are no longer able to attach to the zona pellucida. Meanwhile, inside the egg, the tightly packed male genetic material spreads out. A new membrane forms around the genetic material, creating the male pronucleus. Inside, the genetic material reforms into 23 chromosomes. The female genetic material, awakened by the fusion of the sperm with the egg, finishes dividing, resulting in the female pronucleus, which also contains 23 chromosomes. As the male and female pronuclei form, spiderweb-like threads, called microtubules, pull them toward each other. The two sets of chromosomes join together, completing the process of fertilization. At this moment, a unique genetic code arises, instantly determining gender, hair color, eye color, and hundreds of other characteristics. This new single cell, the zygote, is the beginning of a new human being. And now the cilia in the fallopian tube gently sweep the zygote toward the uterus, where he or she will implant in the rich uterine lining, growing and maturing for the next 9 months until ready for birth.